Hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest lives a creature so small that most people would walk past it without a second glance. Yet this tiny insect possesses a weapon so powerful that those who have experienced its sting describe the pain as being shot by a bullet. Welcome to the astonishing world of the bullet ant. At just a few centimeters long, the bullet ant hardly looks dangerous. But appearances can be deceiving. Hidden inside its venom is a chemical weapon capable of producing one of the highest pain ratings ever recorded by science. But every bullet ant, no matter how fearless it becomes, begins life in complete darkness. Deep beneath the rainforest floor, hidden inside a carefully protected underground nest, a tiny white egg marks the beginning of an extraordinary journey. The queen's only mission is to lay eggs. She may produce thousands during her lifetime, while the workers dedicate every moment of their lives to protecting the next generation. Within days, the tiny eggs hatch into helpless larvae, blind, legless, and completely dependent on the workers for survival. Alone, they would never live long enough to see the rainforest above. Every larva is constantly cared for. Workers clean them, protect them from disease, and feed them nutritious food gathered from the rainforest. Survival here is never an individual effort. It is the success of the entire colony. As the larvae grow larger, they enter one of the most remarkable stages of their lives. Wrapped safely inside a protective cocoon, an incredible transformation begins. One that will turn a helpless larva into one of the rainforest's most fearless hunters. Inside its protective cocoon, an extraordinary transformation is taking place. Every hour, the tiny body changes. Powerful legs develop. Strong jaws begin to form. The nervous system becomes more advanced. Soon, the helpless larva will emerge as a fully formed bullet ant, ready to face one of the harshest environments on Earth. At last, the transformation is complete. After weeks of development, the young bullet ant breaks free from its cocoon. Weak at first, but destined to become one of the rainforest's most fearless defenders. During the next few hours, the young ant's soft body begins to harden. Its armor becomes stronger. Its powerful mandibles gain strength. Every moment prepares it for a life filled with danger. Every bullet ant has a role. Young workers usually begin with safer duties inside the nest, cleaning the chambers, feeding larvae, caring for the queen. Every task strengthens the colony. At the very center of the colony lives the queen. She rarely leaves the safety of her chamber. Every worker surrounding her understands one simple truth. If the queen dies, the future of the colony dies with her. For weeks, the young worker has known only darkness. But today, everything changes. For the very first time, it will leave the safety of the colony and step into a world where every second could mean life or death. Above the surface lies the Amazon rainforest, one of the richest ecosystems on Earth. Towering trees rise more than 60 meters into the sky, creating a world where millions of species compete for survival every single day. Alone, survival would be almost impossible. But bullet ants are never truly alone. Invisible chemical messages guide every step they take, connecting thousands of workers into one perfectly coordinated society. To human eyes, the forest floor appears silent. But to a bullet ant, it is filled with invisible highways, chemical trails left by thousands of workers, leading toward food, danger, or home. Guided by invisible pheromone trails, the young worker leaves the nest behind. For the first time in its life, it joins an experienced foraging team. Every step is a lesson, and every mistake could be fatal. Their antennae never stop moving. Every touch gathers information: food, danger, direction, and the scent left behind by countless workers before them. High above the forest floor, Flowering plants produce sweet nectar. For bullet ants, this sugary liquid is an important source of energy, fueling the long journeys they make every day. But the rainforest never rewards carelessness. Even during a peaceful search for food, danger can appear without warning. Above the ants, hidden among the leaves, patient hunters wait for the perfect opportunity. Suddenly, the entire foraging line freezes. Every antenna points in the same direction. Somewhere ahead, danger has been detected. A single chemical signal races through the colony, warning every nearby worker to stay alert. High above, a small insect-eating bird watches from a branch. To the bird, the ants are a possible meal. But even experienced predators think twice before attacking a healthy bullet ant. The bullet ant's greatest weapon is not aggression, but defense. When threatened, workers raise their bodies, spread their powerful mandibles, and prepare to deliver one of the most painful stings known in the natural world. The bullet ant's greatest weapon is not aggression, but defense. When threatened, workers raise their bodies, spread their powerful mandibles, and prepare to deliver one of the most painful stings known in the natural world. Hidden beneath the bullet ant's abdomen is the weapon that made this tiny insect famous around the world. A smooth, needle-like stinger connected to a venom gland, evolved not to hunt large animals, but to protect the colony from danger. The venom contains a powerful neurotoxic peptide called poneratoxin. Rather than causing instant death, it overwhelms the nervous system, producing waves of intense pain that can last for many hours. In the Schmidt Pain Index, the bullet ant's sting ranks among the most painful insect stings ever experienced by humans. Victims describe the sensation as burning, throbbing, and relentless, sometimes lasting an entire day. Deep within the Amazon, some indigenous communities have traditionally included bullet ants in ceremonial initiation rituals. These practices carry cultural meaning and are part of long-standing traditions, reflecting endurance rather than entertainment. Despite its fearsome reputation, the bullet ant does not search for humans. Most encounters happen only when its nest is disturbed or when it feels trapped with no chance to escape. A single bullet ant is impressive, but together, thousands of workers form something far greater, a living superorganism. Every individual has a purpose, and every action helps the colony survive. Every successful journey ends the same way. Food collected from the rainforest is carried back through winding trails, where hungry larvae, young workers, and the queen depend on every returning forager. Inside the nest, food is shared among colony members. Through a process called trophallaxis, workers exchange liquid food mouth to mouth, ensuring that even those who never leave the nest receive nourishment. Even the nest itself is constantly maintained. Workers remove waste, repair damaged tunnels, and keep the chambers clean. A healthy colony depends not only on strength, but also on order. As heavy tropical rains fall across the Amazon, the colony faces one of its greatest seasonal challenges. Rising water can flood tunnels within minutes, forcing the workers to react with remarkable speed and coordination. Within minutes, the gentle rain becomes a tropical downpour. Millions of raindrops crash onto the forest floor, shaking leaves, flooding pathways, and threatening everything the colony has built beneath the soil. Underground, the first drops begin to seep through the soil. Workers immediately sense the change. Without hesitation, the colony shifts from routine life to emergency response. Every worker knows its task. Some rescue the young. Others reinforce tunnels. Around the queen, a living shield forms, protecting the future of the colony above everything else. Hours later, the storm begins to fade. The nest has survived. Thanks to thousands of coordinated decisions, a new generation of bullet ants
Months
lives
pass,
to see another
and the colony
day.
continues to grow. Thousands of new workers now protect the nest, expanding hidden tunnels beneath the rainforest floor.
Every generation builds upon the last, ensuring the colony's survival far into the future. Once each year, when conditions are just right, a new chapter begins. Winged males and young queens leave the nest, taking to the skies in search of a future beyond the colony that raised them. Most of these new queens will never survive. Predators, storms, and the unforgiving rainforest claim many lives. But a fortunate few will find a safe place to begin a colony of their own, and the cycle of life will begin once again. Hidden beneath the towering trees of the Amazon, the bullet ant continues its quiet existence. Feared for its legendary sting, admired for its remarkable teamwork, and essential to the delicate balance of one of Earth's greatest ecosystems. In nature, true strength is not measured by size, but by resilience, cooperation, and the endless determination to survive. And somewhere beneath the forest floor, another tiny white egg has just been laid. The story begins again.